All right, hello, welcome traders. Hey, it is July 4th, Freedom Day here in the United States. So, happy July 4th to everybody out there. I want to come to you and give you a little sense of what the account's been doing this week. I'm going to go through live updating the poor man covered call income strategy that I use. Will give you a sense of what the accounts are doing. I figured we'd just walk through it live with you today since the markets are closed except for some of the futures. And I think this will give you a great sense of exactly what you're doing. And hopefully you get some ideas from what we're doing here. So it's the 4th of July. It's time to take control of your financial freedom. I hope you take this advantage to learn something new, okay, and learn to add to your trading strategies as well. Try something different, and I'm going to show you something a little bit different. And at the end, I got something special for you. So stick around. Let's go through some of these things with you. Let's take a look first at the Income Navigator main account here. And what you can see is we finished off the week a little bit red on the realized, but that's great because all of that is not closed trades. Those are rolled covered calls. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about that. You can see that we're actually up net lick on the week nicely. So we're up over $2,000 this week alone. You can see last month we ended the month up $33,000, up almost 12%. The month before, 23, almost $24,000, up 9%. So there's like 21% in the last 2 months. Plus, we're up almost 1% in the first week here. We're just getting started. And we had to roll up and out on some of the covered calls, but let's go live through the different covered call trade options that we have, and let's update them and let's see how things are doing. So let's jump into the sheets that we use. This is part of our trade tracker spreadsheet. So this trade tracking sheet keeps track of all trades that we do. Every closed trade that gets done all year, they're all listed in here for all of our members to keep track of. And I go back years on these things. So I post every trade, win, lose, draw, whatever. Every trade's posted live. You can see all current positions for our members. You can also see every closed position, and every balance daily that we've had going back a few years. So let's get into SPY here. And the current value of SPY, based upon the closing price right now is 75,724. So 75,724 is the current price. And then let's update this. So we did roll yesterday. So let's see exactly how this does. Okay. So 7.3, and what we did was we closed, and we'll take a look at some of these closed trades. So we closed SPY for 14.88. So we're going to take a pretty nice little loss on those, but that's all good because the underlying value went up. And then we did add a new trade, and you can see all my trades in here. We did add a new trade at 456. So let's get back here on 7.3, 4.56. You can see we're averaging around $5 worth of extrinsic gains every month. Any losses on these calls, okay, you can see offsets that. So here's what we've got running so far. Now, we've got $10,000 worth of covered call premium that we've lost. But remember, we've collected the extrinsic value every single week on these things. And then we're paying out any intrinsic that we have on the calls, on the covered calls, the short calls, but the underlying is gaining at the same time. So you can see we are now up 36% in 150 days in this trade. So just 5 months in, we're up 36%. So we're on track for 80, 90% gain this year just on our SPY trade alone. Let's look over at the Qs and our cost on the Qs. We paid 13,780, and at the close yesterday, 22,775 was the ending value. So we've gained almost $9,000. But remember, we closed our covered calls yesterday on the 3rd. So let's take a quick look at what we did on the Qs. We closed those for 776. Okay. So we'll put in 776. right? And so that puts us now after paying some extrinsic, but we've kept all the extrinsic value, which is almost $4, 400 bucks, almost 500 a week that we make on that. Uh, so any gains, losses on the underlying offset by the covered calls here. So we really don't worry about the underlying. But right now we are up 35% in 79 days. So in just over 10 weeks, 11 weeks now, we're in this trade for 11 weeks. We're up 35% in 11 weeks. That's pretty good. If you start to extrapolate that out, don't know if it'll carry out the rest of the year. Have no clue. But if you can make 35% on your trades every 11 weeks, okay, 36% over here on SPY in 5 months. I mean, these are pretty nice looking returns for your accounts. And then we did add new trades, so I'll give you the new trades. You can see what we're doing. I did get in at 439. So 4.39 on these. So that's the next thing. All right. So we are also in MicroStrategy. We got a couple more of these to do. So bear with me. I'll try to rock and roll through them. MicroStrategy. What's the value of this thing? We bought in at 30,160. Right now it's at 35,020. So we've made almost $9,000 on this in a month. I'm sorry, almost $4,800 on this in about a month. And then let's put in the covered calls that we closed yesterday. Now we did close these as well. We'll look at MicroStrategy 1067. And you can see we will take losses on the intrinsic value of the covered calls in order to keep taking in the extrinsic. And because we have two contracts and we're selling the extrinsic at around $6-7, I'm making $1,400 a week of extrinsic no matter what the stock does. If the stock goes up, we're going to make it on the longs and we'll lose a little intrinsic on the shorts. But overall, running great on these. Let's see, 812. So $8, man, $8.12 we got in yesterday. So we're going to make almost 1,600 worth of extrinsic on these. You can see this, the return on this is now, we've made almost $6,900 in 35 days. So in just about a month, we've now made 22% in a month using our income poor man covered call strategy. Let's wrap up really quick with you here. So you guys can see what we're doing. IBIT, I might be behind a week on these. We'll have to take a quick look. Closed trades, IBIT. This one we closed for 65 cents. On 7.3. There might be a trade in the middle of there somewhere. So we've generated almost $1,300 in cash. And the current value of our IBIT position is now 24,270. 24,270. So you can see here, oops, I'm not sure why I didn't do that. 24,270. We are now up 11% in 1 month. Okay. We're on track for over 100% return on that this year. And then lastly here on Apple, this one was down because Apple's struggled a bit recently. I believe we closed Apple on the 2nd. We'll take a look here. Apple was done on the 2nd for 720. Okay. So we're down a little bit on the net income from the calls, which is totally fine. Let's look at what the current value of our longs are. 14,494. 14,494. All right, so this one's pretty much dead even now. So the Apple trade, pretty much dead even. Apple's been up and down a bit here. So we're dead even on this Apple trade so far, but we're only just getting started. We've been in this trade for just about a month and a half, but Apple's really struggled most of the time. It's just now starting to kick into gear, but we'll keep making extrinsic, and we really weren't doing an at the money call. We're going to switch gears on this now and start doing the poor man cover call, the income version. We started with the out of the money version. on this. So this should really start to get rocking and rolling. We're going to make about $300 a week worth of extrinsic value on Apple. So there you go. A good chance to see exactly what things look like with the poor man covered call strategy that we have. Taking a quick look at the lazy trader account. We did book about 1,268. We don't do a lot of trading in this. This is the investing account that we share with members. So we don't do a ton of in and out trading. This is buy and hold with some covered calls, and these are the standard out of the money covered calls that you see. We actually gained 11% the previous month, 8% last month, and we're off and running this month as well. We're now up $2,000 in this account since this month started. So we're cranking. We have made $62,000 in the last 2 months, plus another 2,000, so it's about $64,000 on a $380,000 account, up 20% on this account. Again, giving you a different type of strategy, different type of portfolio. This one has a lot of leaps, some long leaps, and some short leap puts as well. Longer term strategies, a few out of the money covered calls, but really a lot of unique buy and hold here. So just showing you just how you can do this with a retirement account or with your long-term investing account. No futures, all indexes and some stocks. All right, and then lastly, let's jump into the small account here. Before we get into some of those trades, let's take a quick look at how this account's doing. You can see this account was up 28% last month and 28% the previous month. So this account's up nearly 60% in 2 months, just using four trades. Okay. One is a poor man covered call trade on three different underlyings, and then we're also doing the 120-day naked puts on MES. So those are paying off, working out really, really well. But you can see this account generating right now, it's been averaging about 30% a month for the last 2 months. That is not going to continue, I'm sure. I would love to just continue to make 3% a month. If I make more, then it's fantastic. We've just had a phenomenal 2 months in here picking the right underlyings. So just giving you a sense of what the different accounts look like, how that poor man covered call, the income version, is working. If you want to trade along, you want to see what we're doing here, we're more than happy to share these with you. If you want to join, jump in, see what we're doing. Got a great offer for you here for the 4th of July. So we are offering 40% off the first month for anyone who wants to join. You can use the code 40OFF, 40OFF. You can go down below, find the link to mrtoptic.com/income-navigator. Go there, sign up, you get 40% off the first month. It's going to give you access to live trade alerts just about daily, if not, multiple times a day. Hundreds of educational videos. I mean, there's hundreds and hundreds of videos in here, courses, you name it. There's the advanced trade tracker spreadsheet that I use here. You guys get that for free. I mean, that's worth the price of admission alone. You get a live Discord with all kinds of live chat daily, walking you through trades, answering questions for you, dozens of forums. I mean, an immense amount of educational content in the Discord, as well as all those live trade alerts. You're going to get 4 live Zoom sessions a week, 2 from me, 2 from Igor, sometimes an extra bonus 1 or 2 in there as well. And then you've also got all the different strategy guides and trade plans that we have. So you've got strategy plans and guides for all the different trades. Every single trade is outlined mechanically, in, out, exits, setups, all of those things are covered in there. Limited spots. We're going to do this for just a couple days until July 7th or until all the spots are gone. If you're interested, again, 40OFF at the checkout. You can click on the mrtoptic.com/income navigator. Do that. Come join us. Hey, this is your opportunity to learn and educate yourself. If you find one trade that you love, one strategy that you really love, that really fits your trading style, and you learn it, hone in on it, it's going to pay for that membership over and over and over. In the first month, you're going to get somewhere in the neighborhood of 20 to 30 trade opportunities to look at. Find what works for you, meet with the members. That's just the trades from Igor and myself. And then you've got members sharing their trades live. So you've really got potentially 50 to 100 trade ideas coming at you every single month. You're going to learn something. You're going to improve your trading. You're going to be better off. Have a great 4th of July, everybody. Stay safe out there, and I hope to see you in the Discord this weekend. Bye bye.